Dominant submissive relationship. This is a relationship where one person is the shot caller and the other is happy to let them take control. Like, you're out with this couple, and one is ordering for both steak, medium rare, no onions, thanks. From the outside, you think, damn, control much? But it is not like that. They have agreed on this setup, and they are both getting what they want out of it. It is all about that consensual power exchange. The dominant loves taking charge, and the submissive loves following along. It is not just kinky bedroom stuff either. Sometimes it is woven into their daily lives. The dom could be picking out the outfits, setting up rules, and keeping everything in line. The sub gets off on that structure. But it has got to be built on trust. The dom isn't out there playing dictator. Boundaries are a big deal, and if anything crosses a line, they stop. Respect is everything, and yeah, it is way more common than people think, just without all the chains and whips you have seen in 50 Shades. But hey, if they are into that, good for them. Long-distance relationship. Pfft. This is where the real test comes in. You find someone awesome, but there is one big issue. They live miles away. So what do? You become pros at phone calls, texting, and video call dates. Like it is your new religion. It is not all rainbows and sparkles. You are sitting there, sending memes and counting the hours till you can FaceTime, because that is all you have got. When Netflix asks, "Are you still watching?" You're lying there like, "Yeah, thanks for the reminder that I am alone." But for these couples, the distance is just part of the deal. They work through it because when they finally meet up again, it is like fireworks and a damn honeymoon every time. Of course, you have got to be real about it. Trust has to be solid. If you are the jealous type, this setup is going to test your sanity. But for the ones who can handle it, it is all about those countdowns until the next flight, the next trip, the next visit. They have got their travel apps ready, their calendars synced up, and every video call is just fuel for when they can finally close that distance for a while. It is a grind, no doubt. But when they meet up again, it is worth every lonely night. Domestic partnership. You probably have friends who are doing the whole domestic partnership thing. Living together, sharing bills, bickering over who has to take the trash out, but no rings, no vows. None of that extra legal BS. They are practically married, just without the paperwork. They have got all the serious stuff covered, maybe even raising a couple of kids or pets, but no one is walking down the aisle anytime soon. And it is not that they aren't committed, it is just that they don't feel the need for marriage, or aren't in a rush to throw a big party with a cake they won't even eat. For them, the real test is whether they can survive IKEA without breaking up. And honestly, if you can put together a dresser with your partner and not want to murder each other, you are basically bulletproof. These couples have their own system. One does the dishes, the other cooks, and sometimes they just wing it. But they are in it for the long haul. Marriage, maybe later. Right now, it is all about figuring out who pays what bill and who is taking care of the pets, while the other is on a work trip. Rings don't define their relationship. Shared responsibility, mutual respect, and knowing who deals with a spider at 2 a.m. does. That is love. Casual relationship. The we're just chillin' type. No labels, no drama, no waking up at 3 a.m. wondering what you are to each other. You hang out, have a few laughs, even some steamy nights, and then go your separate ways until the next hookup or hangout. Simple, right? Well, maybe. If both of you are genuinely cool with it, this setup is a dream. No pressure, just vibes. But someone almost always catches feelings. It is all good when you're both in neutral, just cruising along. But once one of you starts thinking, maybe this could be more, things get messy real fast. Now you have gone from just hanging out to, so what are we territory? And trust me, no one survives that convo unhurt. Friends with benefits, the holy grail of modern dating. Friends with benefits. You're tight, you vibe, you play Mario Kart, grab some tacos, and somewhere in between that and dessert, you're in bed together. The beauty is you already like hanging out with each other. Now, you have just added some adult fun into the mix. In theory, it is perfect. You are friends, but with bonus perks. No pressure to turn it into something serious, just two pals who get along and occasionally tear each other's clothes off. So, yeah, friends with benefits works great until it doesn't. As long as everyone is on the same page, it is golden. But the second one of you wants more than just tacos and bedroom fun. That is when it goes from FWB to WTF are we doing? Codependent relationship. And then we have got the sticky, messy world of codependent relationships. It is when two people get so wrapped up in each other's business that they as well be sharing one brain. Like, they can't make a decision without running it by the other. And if one is having a bad day, everyone is having a bad day. You become their therapist, their problem solver, their everything. And they can't breathe without your constant validation. Should I get the burger or the salad? Like, bro, it is your lunch. You got this. But in a codependent setup, you end up feeling responsible for each other's happiness, moods, and basically entire existence. It is exhausting, and pretty soon, you can't tell where one person ends and the other begins. Now, don't get me wrong. Being supportive is great. But when you can't breathe without the other person being involved in every tiny detail of your life, trust me, you don't want to be in a relationship where you are each other's life support machines. That is not love. That is suffocation with extra steps. Independent relationship. This is where you are in a relationship but not up in each other's business 24/7. You love each other, sure, but you also love doing your own thing. It is the best of both worlds. You get all the perks of being in a couple without losing your damn mind because someone wants all your time. In these setups, it is totally normal for one person to be out on a solo adventure while the other's at home eating cereal straight from the box and binge watching Netflix. No drama, no passive-aggressive texts about not hanging out. It is built on trust, mutual respect, and the understanding that space doesn't mean distance. It just means you value your own independence. Honestly, this kind of relationship is a win. You get to do your thing, they get to do theirs. And at the end of the day, you come back together like, hey, how was your day? Cool, let's chill. Zero smothering, all love. Interdependent relationship. This one is where it gets really good. It is like the sweet spot between being independent and being a team. In an interdependent relationship, you have got your own lives, your own goals. But you are also in sync, like you were born to do this together. It is not one person always calling the shots or the other being the needy one. It is two people with their own vibes, supporting each other but still keeping their own identities. You're not just living side by side like roommates, but you're also not up each other's asses all day. It is like a tag team situation. One day you are killing it at work, and they have got your back at home. Then, the next day, they are handling their own stuff, and you are there to cheer them on. Monotonous relationship. Now, here's where shit can get real boring. We all know someone who has been stuck in one. It starts off all fireworks and excitement, but before you know it, you're living in a damn routine. Wake up, go to work, come home, eat, Netflix, sleep, rinse, and repeat. Every day is the same. But don't get it twisted. Just because it is getting boring doesn't mean the relationship is doomed. Monotony happens in every long-term relationship. You got to realize when it is happening and do something about it before it turns into a full-on relationship autopilot. You got to spice it up. Try new shit. Go on random road trips, take up some weird hobby together. Hell, even just switch up your usual routine. And sometimes you have just got to sit down and have that real talk. Ask each other what is missing and how you both can make this fun again. The rut is not the end of the road unless you let it be. Just don't wait too long to break the cycle, or you will be trapped in a boring land forever. Karmic relationship. These relationships are a whole trip. It is like the universe looked at you and said, hey, here's some unfinished business from your past life. Good luck. You meet this person and bam, the connection is intense. Like, you are drawn to them instantly and it feels like fate. But it is not smooth sailing, nope. These relationships are drama-packed. One minute, you're soulmates. The next, you're ready to throw hands. It is all chemistry and chaos. The highs are insane, but the lows, whew, they hit hard. It is like you're on an emotional roller coaster that keeps looping with no end in sight. But karmic relationships come with a purpose. They are here to teach you something, whether it is about love, life, or even yourself. Once you have learned the lesson, that is usually the sign to let it go and move on. It is intense, but it is necessary. Rebound relationship. The classic rebound, because nothing says, I am over my ex, like diving headfirst into a new relationship, right? Rebounds happen when someone is fresh out of a breakup, still feeling that sting, and they jump into something new to distract themselves. Don't get me wrong, rebounds can be fun. You're not looking for anything serious, just something to take the edge off. Maybe it is light and flirty, maybe it is a bit messy, but either way, it helps you forget about the heartache for a while. The thing is, though, rebounds rarely turn into something long-term. Most times, they fizzle out once the person has got their head back on straight. But hey, as long as both people are on the same page and no one is expecting a fairy tale ending, it is all good. Just know what you are getting into. Situational relationship. These are all about timing, and sometimes the timing is all you have got. It is when you and someone else hit it off, but deep down, you both know it is not built to last. Maybe you are in a small town with slim pickings, or maybe you meet someone while on vacation and sparks fly fast. The situation that brought you together is temporary, and so is the relationship. These things are like summer flings, fun while they last. But you're not making long-term plans. You enjoy the moment and soak up the good times. But you also know it has an expiration date. The trick is not getting too caught up in the idea that it could turn into something more, because when the circumstances change, the relationship usually fades too. It is short-lived and a little bittersweet. But sometimes those are the best stories. You look back and think, yeah, that was fun while it lasted, and then you move on. Thank you for sticking through till the end. If you enjoyed this video, consider leaving a like button. Perhaps if you're interested in more videos like this one, hit the subscribe and notification bell to always know when the new video is up. It's free and you can always change your mind.